Welcome to Explain Everything. Hi, my name is Mr. Banana, and I will help you with Explain Everything today. The Explain Everything icon should look like this, no matter how your iPad is set up. Tap it to start our adventure. If you hadn't used this app before, this is your starting screen. This button will also appear. Press it. It will get you started on Explain Everything. After that, you'll be brought to a blank screen like this. Hit the plus sign to start a new project. If you hit the plus sign, a color template menu will show up like the one above. Here it is. Select whichever one you like, but don't worry. You'll be able to change the text color and the template in general later. The background color, will be your general background slide color. These 3 lines are your 3 possible text colors for that template, but you will be able to change them later, as I said earlier. Once you choose your color template, you will be brought to this screen. This is your first ever slide. The background will vary depending on the template you choose, obviously. But then, what do you do with this huge menu bar here and here? Don't worry, we'll just go down the line and see what we can do about it. First in line is the Add Slide button. It looks like a square with a plus sign in the corner. Tap it to add a slide right after the one you are currently on. Here is the Add Slide button. It's the second one from the top, shining blue. After that, there's the drawing icon. It looks like a pencil. Here it is, the blue pencil. Use it to draw or handwrite things on your presentation, like I've drawn this huge mess here. Tap and hold it down to change the pen tip and width. It will show you 2 different pen tips, and then it will show you rectangles telling you how wide the line is going to be. With every pencil comes an eraser. There is no pencil without an eraser. Use it to erase any pencil things you draw. Here's the eraser. It will only appear when you're using the pencil icon. Tap and hold it down to change the size. You can make a teeny eraser to edit small drawings, or you can make it big so that you can erase the huge mess that you've made up here. Next is the Add Shape button. Here it is. It has an arrow, a square, and a circle right here. Can you see it? Tap it, and then tap and hold the screen until the shape pops out. It may take a few tries, but trust me, it's worth it. Tap and hold the button to change the shape, the amount of shadow, and if there's a border or not. The A signifies the text button. Here it is glowing blue. Watch the video to see how it works. Okay, the blue button changes the size of the text box if you couldn't see. It makes the text box wider, narrower, taller, or shorter. Also, tap and hold the button down to change the text settings. The text settings can be the size of the text. It goes up to 50, or the font of the text. Next in line is the Add File button. Here it is. Looks like a piece of paper with writing on it and a plus sign next to it. Use it to add pictures, Google Drive files, or any other files for that matter, and even browser tab to your presentation. Okay, this is where you can click to add existing photos or videos to your presentation. This is where you can enter in a file like from Google Drive or from like iTunes. New browser tab basically opens up a browser tab for you, and you can use real life pages from the internet for your presentation. The new picture, meaning it opens up a camera thing for you, and you can take a picture and put it directly into your presentation. And a new video basically allows you to record a video right on the application and put it straight onto your presentation. If you chose to add an existing picture, you will be brought to this screen. This is where you edit your pic. This icon, the one with arrows, flips your pic over, like 90, 80, 100, 180, and so on degrees, around, round and round. This lasso type thing helps you draw around the pic so that only the thing you drew around will be in your presentation. This is where you coarsely crop, and this is the undo button. Once you feel satisfied with your pic, hit done. And if you feel like that's the wrong pic you chose, then just hit the cancel button. Yeah. The delete button is actually self-explanatory. It looks like a big red X like the one you see here. Tap it and then tap the object you want to delete. It will start to shake, and then a red X button will appear on the right-hand corner of the picture, or any other image for that matter. Probably up there. Hit it to delete. Up here is the laser pointer. Isn't it cool? You get to point out things on your presentation. Tap and hold it down to choose a kind of laser pointer that you want. And it will be, when you hit the record button, which I will show you later, your laser pointer motions will be recorded like my mouse finger is recorded here. The I button allows you to arrange your pictures in numerous ways. Look at all the choices. Here, if you can't see, is a pumpkin dragon, and here's just a weird creature that's supposed to be reaching for an apple. Tap the I button, and then tap the object you wish to arrange. And then all this menu will come up. Obviously, you can bring it to front, bring it forward in general, send it backwards, send it all the way to the back, set it as background. Cool thing to do. Lock it, basically you can't change it. Copy, like copy paste, and then duplicate, you can create another, like let's just say pumpkin dragon here. I don't have to explain much about this button. The undo button looks like this, like an arrow that's leaning left. My beautiful drawing. It is fairly self-explanatory. It basically reverses the action you just did. Not much thought to this button. Then there's this little minuscule button, if you can see. If not, well, you can move up. It minimizes the menu bar. You know how large the menu bar was when we saw the first slide? Yeah, it limits your choices. Basically, here's the add slide button, here's a drawing button, laser pointer, undo button, and then here you can go back a slide, which goes left, arrow pointing right is the go forward to the next slide, and then if you really feel like maximizing your menu bar again, you can hit this button over here. And this is how the button looks like. Here's where some of us can get creative. Based on your template, you'll be given 3 colors. Boring! You can change those colors anytime you want. Here are the 3 colors that are given to you with this template, but you can easily change it by tapping and holding down the color, the button with the color. Here is your menu of choices. Basically, this changes the brightness, this changes the general color of it, like more green, yellow, red, and so on. This is the opacity. It makes it more or less opaque. Well, yeah. And If you want to change the color of your writing or of your text while you are on the text or the writing button, just press and hold this down, or just tap the color button, and that will change the color of your text or your drawing. Next is a button that regulates the slides. Here it is. It says slide, then the number of the slide you're currently on, and the number of slides in general that you have. Tap and hold it down to see all your slides and to edit them. Here it is. Here are all your slides. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, this menu gives you a number of choices. This little button duplicates the slide. Basically, you're going to have 2 of those slides. 1, 2. And then this button deletes the slide. And remember I told you could change the template anytime you want? Hit this button or this button, and you can easily change the template. Next in line is the recording station. Use it to record sound or basically any other action onto your slide. The reason I say any other action is because you can virtually draw on your slide and have it recorded. You can have your laser pointer run around. Here, I have a laser pointer. And basically anything. You can have any actions on your slides going on. This button, red glowing button, is the recording button. Hit it to start recording. These 2 buttons basically fast forward and go back. This button, in the beginning, if you don't have any recordings, it should be a play button. And if you're not listening to a recording, it should be a play button. A pause button only appears when you're listening back to your recording. Here, in this little time bar, it shows you the amount of recording time you have. But wait, there's more to the recording station. If you tap and hold the button that shows the amount of recording you will have this bar appear. Here's the bar. You can see here's the sound. Hold the red bar and move it to any location on the track that you want to hear. This is the red bar. If you can move it to the beginning, to the end, anywhere you want. Drag it to the beginning and then hit this red recording button, and then it will ask you if you want to record over. You can record, and then if you hit yes, it will start to record right over your recording. It will delete your old recording completely. Or you can drag it to any point and re-record any other part of your speech. And by the way, I told you about the play button. Here's the play button. It should be green if you have some recording and white if you have no recording. And just another by the way, there is this top line. This top line is where it records any actions going on in your slide other than the sound. It can record drawings, laser pointer. It will have a huge bar here. Basically anything. If you're typing on the slide, I think it will record it too there. Okay, now for the final stage. Finally, we're at the end. Bear with me. Just another few slides left and we're done. You're free as a bird. Okay, the saving station is all the way in the bottom right-hand corner. Here it is, saving station. And there's the saving station. Now, hit the file button to save. Name your project and you're done. Done! The file button is right here. Enter your project name here and then hit save. You can export it to, let's just say, your camera roll or your photo roll. These 3 buttons, this uploads your presentation into your camera roll. This uploads your movie. If you have any recordings, use this button. This is only for presentations with 0 recordings. This, just export it into your camera roll as a movie. And this, once you've saved, this brings you back to your home screen. Oh, yeah, and one more thing. If you're working on a project and you're about to save, you go about the normal procedure, enter the name of your project and hit save. This should only happen to you if this is not the first time you're actually saving your project. You should see this button appear. It says file exists. Do you want to overwrite the name of your project and then .xpl, which basically, do you want to overwrite your project? Hit yes, because if you hit no, then you will have to change the name of your project, and you will have two different projects, one that's old and one that's new, and that's really, really inconvenient. So just hit yes if you don't want your starting position to be saved as a different project. This should only happen to you if you've been saving, if this is not the first time you're saving. The end. Finally, have you guys been waiting for this slide? I'm sure you have. I'm sure you guys have been waiting for this long presentation to finally end.